Hello viewers and welcome to your Wednesday edition of Erongo Talk. My name is Leandria and today we join you from a cold and wet Walvis Bay Lagoon. Now we can't seem to shake the cold weather here at the coast, but we are not complaining because we know December is on its way. Now in today's show we've got quite a jam-packed show for you as we bring you coverage from the handover of a 55-seater bus that was donated to the Ministry of Health and Social Services, that is the Erongo Regional Directorate, by Rossing Uranium. And then we take a moment to honor the late Uncle John Sava, as he was affectionately known for. Now, our focus interview for today is with author, Dear Clirè author, that is Lindi von Loggenberg, who shares the deeply personal journey that inspired a book that is a story of faith, fear, and love to the premature birth of her daughter. Now, what began as a heartfelt letter to a child became a powerful message of healing, hope, and community. Now, you know, of course, that we are preparing for the Erongo Business and Tourism Expo, which is set to take place from the 28th of October until the 1st of November. Now, Liesl, Losper, and Desiree Stevens talks to us about what we can expect at this year's Expo, which includes Miss Expo. And then, of course, you can also meet your favorite team, that is Team Erongo Talk. Now, you've got to make sure that you keep those dates in mind, that is 28th October till 1 November. And you also need to make sure that you stay tuned as we bring you all of this right here on Erongo Talk. Now, kicking off this week's news highlights, Rossing Uranium handed over a patient bus that is valued at 1.5 million Namibian dollars, that is to the Ministry of Health and Social Services, Erongo Region Directorate in Swakopmund. Now, during her acceptance speech, Health Minister Dr. Esperance Luvendau emphasized that while efficient patient transport is vital, the ultimate goal is to decentralize healthcare services, ensuring that specialized care, my apologies, is available in every region, reducing the need to refer patients elsewhere.
Important, however, to note as we celebrate this bus that in as much as we want to have efficient transportation of patient services, we wish to highlight that the ministry understands very much so that ultimately we should not have to be referring patients in the first place. So ultimately the ministry is working towards decentralizing services because we should have these expertise in every region. There should be no need to refer patients from one region to the next in order to obtain expert care.
And the total value of this donation is approximately $1.5 million, $1.5 million. Obviously, we can't plan for breakdown, so we made an estimate for what the total value will be.
Now, in a heartfelt memorial and funeral service, the late John Sava, businessman and philanthropist, was laid to rest in Walvis Bay. Now, his widow, Rola Sava, described him as an incredible husband, a greatest gift, and vowed to continue his legacy.
You were the greatest gift of my life, and I will cherish you forever. Now my heart is a canvas of grief, torn and bleeding with anguish. The world feels suddenly empty, the very air hollow without your presence. You were my sunshine, my eternal flame. Death may have taken you from my eyes, but it cannot quench the everlasting fire you lit in my soul. My beloved husband, Sava, served the Namibian people with impeccable honor and integrity, dedicating every ounce of his passion and wisdom for the betterment of this nation. My dearest people of Namibia, we have lost a hero and a true statesman, a man whose life was dedicated and devoted wholly to the well-being of his people of the country and the prosperity of this nation. I vow to continue his legacy. Thank you, my darling. You were an anchor and my star. I will love and I will miss you beyond eternity. Rest well, my king, my hero, my true love of my life. I will carry your spirit within me and keep your light burning across the horizon of my life forever.
Now, in today's print edition of Erongo, which you can find inside the Republikein, the Namibian Sun, as well as the Algemeine Zeitung, here's what you can look forward to. Now, on our front page, we feature the inspiring story behind the Erongo Business and Tourism Expo, which started with only 15 exhibitors 17 years ago. Our organizer, Desiree shares the vision and the legacy behind this beloved annual event. And then, secondly, we also bring you news from Flamingo Secondary School, where teachers have dug deep into their own pockets to feed learners during the exam period. And then from the Swakopmund Municipality, we bring you news where they have donated 200,000 Namibian dollars to 20 schools. So they've divided it up. There is 10,000 Namibian dollars to 20 schools, both primary and secondary in Swakopmund. Now, Stepping Stone, there is Namibia's first registered private school for learners with autism and other neurodiversities, is expanding into a new purpose-built campus in Swakopmund. Now, the facility will double its capacity and introduce the country's first private division for visually impaired learners. Now, and finally, local author, that is Yolene Shiraya, officially launched her book, which is called From Pauper to Warrior Princess, sharing a powerful message that there is purpose in your pain. And then we also highlight the upcoming Team Flippy Corporate Volleyball Tournament that is taking place. That is on Friday and Saturday at the Swakopmund Mall. So you've got to make sure that you grab your copy of the Erongo, which you can find inside the Republikein, the Namibian Sun, or the Algemeine Zeitung, or you can head on over to our website. That's www.erongo.com.na.
Life is unpredictable and one needs to be protected against any eventuality. Get Santam legal access from as little as 50 Namibian dollars a month for when you find yourself in need of legal representation due to civil cases, criminal prosecution, and family matters such as divorce, child maintenance, and custody. It also covers labor disputes, disciplinary hearings, and unfair dismissal or retrenchment. With Santam Legal Access, you'll receive free legal advice on almost every legal aspect, whether the specific matter is covered by your policy or not. For true peace of mind and legal protection when you need it most, call us on 061 292 8000. Santam. This is freedom.
Now, up next, Dear Clirè author Lindi von Loggenberg opens up about the deeply personal story that inspired her book.
We appreciate your time, and we're going to be talking about Dear Clirè.
Clirè, yes.
Clirè, yeah. What inspired you to write Dear Clirè, and how does it reflect your own journey of faith and love?
So the story was actually a letter that I wrote to my little girl, and it started out as me making sure that she knows that she's loved and accepted and so significant and so secure. And it was supposed to be my heart towards her. And then on month 4, it became clear that the story was not just for us. It was something that needs to be bigger.
Yeah.
So it's when we talk about faith versus fear, love, God's love, everything that came to play, it was a journey of healing amidst all the pain and the triumph that came from really believing in not how much, but in whom you believe, yes, and the strength that he just pulls or puts in you, I guess.
Sure.
Yes.
So just give us a bit of background on Dear Clirè.
So I didn't read a lot of books about babies beforehand. I felt like I'm going to wing it. And of course, so when month 4 came and I couldn't wing it by myself anymore, I knew something was wrong. And month 5, I didn't feel my baby kicking anymore. And I started getting worried. So evenings would come and I would lay on the couch praying to her, playing worship music and just begging forgiveness for whatever I've done wrong so that my little girl just wouldn't suffer.
Yeah.
And then on month 6, I started swelling up. It was terrible. I looked like one of those Oros manikis. And people around me could see that something was going very badly. And I didn't want to believe it. I was sure that she was going to be fine and I was going to do my best to make sure that she was fine. And between month 6 and 7, it appeared that it wasn't working. So they had to rush me to Windhoek. And they wanted me to stay there for another 3 weeks. And it took about a day and a half for them to decide that it's time now. She needs to come out. She's not going to make it.
Yeah.
And then they rushed me off, and my poor husband, he kept missing all the meetings and the doctors coming in, so he never knew what was going on. And so we got rushed in, but I felt so calm, and I wasn't even excited. I was just very calm. And on the operating table, we still made jokes, and it was just a beautiful atmosphere. And when she came out, that yell, that pulling, obviously, beforehand there was a lot of pulling. And when she came out finally and she screamed away into the world, that was the most beautiful sound to me. Yeah. And there were so many reasons for her not to be there, so many bits and pieces that were broken and torn and not well. She had her cord was around her neck and it had a knot in it as well. So on week 6, between 16 and 24, she stopped growing, stopped getting proper nutrition. And they were all stunned. This magnificent little alien, tiny 1.23 kilogram baby. And there was nothing wrong with her. Nothing. Up to today, she keeps me on my toes. She's beautiful. Yeah. Yes.
How old is she now?
She's 4. Yeah, she turned 4.
Very strong.
Very strong. I joke and I say 4 going on 14, but it's pretty close to the truth.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, you described the book as being about faith versus love and community. What
Absolutely.
does that tension mean to you?
It means that a lot of times we have so many people that disappointed us and so many things in life that disappointed us because we placed our faith in humanity. We placed it in things around us that we forget that there's only one person or one entity, I guess, that you need to place that type of faith in, and you will never be disappointed. If you understand his love, you will never be disappointed, and he will always send someone. When I was alone, it was COVID, I was by myself, my husband couldn't be by my side, he had to work, my mother couldn't be there, I was alone in this very cold hospital room, and I was flooded with prayer, and I was flooded with beautiful scriptures and words, and not people coming, sitting by my side, asking how I am, or what can they bring me, or give me chocolates, but people literally stepping into prayer and lifting me. I could feel the goosebumps as they prayed for me, and I could feel his love through their prayer, and that's community to me. That's standing together. That's not only being there when things go well or wanting to gossip about things going bad, but really stepping in and being there for one another, and also in the good, being there when we celebrated coming home. Yeah. So
what drew you to focus on the stories of premature babies and the unseen struggles behind it?
Mostly because of my own experience, and when I was in the neonatal high care unit in Windhoek, I, for the first time, understood what it really meant to have a premature baby. Naive, I know. I didn't read the books about it. I thought a premature baby was just a baby coming early, a baby that wanted to see the world. And it's not at all the case. And I was very blessed that Reiki did not have any issues. Like I said, I did struggle to get her weight up, but there were moms sitting there pumping milk like they are trying to win a marathon. And dads standing there not knowing how am I going to help my baby refluxes, babies you can't touch, and all you want to do is hold them. So it's more frequent than we would like, and premature babies, and it's not that you've done anything wrong, but I think it's necessary for the awareness to be there. I think it's necessary to understand that when something like this happens, there is a community, even if it's in the hospital, but there is a community to go to, and especially the milk bank. It's tough when you're in that situation. Your baby's too early, your body is not ready, the baby can't even suckle yet. So now you're sitting with baby needing nutrition, you're not being able to provide, you already have this unsuccessful motherhood, bringing your child into life not the way you planned, and you already feel like a bad mother, and now you can't provide milk. It's terrible. So that's why my heart is really leaning towards helping or creating awareness for the Milk Bank of Namibia in Windhoek and as well as in Swakopmund. I'm not directly a part of it. I'm just sort of spreading the word.
What do you want readers to take away about compassion and shared responsibility from your books?
I would like hope. I would like, it would be a blessing if when you read my book, or when you read my book, that you would take away hope, that you would take away that no matter what you've been through, the heartache that you felt, that you're never alone. And God's love is so amazing. So, hope, yes.
Experience the ultimate reliable high-speed internet. Get a 25 megabits per second for only 639 Namibian dollars per month for 36 months. Apply today at your nearest Teleshop fiber-ready areas only. For more information, visit your nearest Teleshop or call us toll-free on 11000. Terms and conditions apply. Telecom Namibia.
Such a big honor to be a part of Blue Whale Hotels and now the recently established Blue Whale events that you guys can also come see at the Expo. The Expo is going to be much bigger this year than last year, definitely. I am out of bookings already. All the stalls are filled up basically. We only have a couple of outside open areas for the local vendors to for their meat and whatsoever. But yeah, there's a lot of entertainment going to take place. So Liesl, I will give you the opportunity to brief us more on what you guys have in store for the Expo this year.
Okay. Do we have like 8 hours maybe to do this? Okay. Yeah, for the 80s, let me first start with Blue Whale events. This Blue Whale Hotel, we are actually Blue Whale Hotel for luxurious accommodation. That is what we are known for. But Blue Whale Hotel established a new company that's Blue Whale Events. The reason why we started Blue Whale Events is to show to our community that we can do so much more if we stand together and create events, like for instance the 80 show. Create events like that where the community can come to relax and enjoy life. Like Windhoek, for instance, has a lot of events on a monthly basis. Now with Blue Whale Events, next year, we are going to do the same, where we have people coming in, doing things at in front of the municipality, where we're going to showcase even a lot of products also. But let's start with the 80s show.
Please.
The 80s show is actually a very nice theme that we wanted to go for this year, because during the 80s, the music was booming, that we know. Most of the hits that we know now, even in 2025, is hits that came from the 80s. So with the 80s, we decided to bring in some neon lights, retro type of vibe to get the Blue Whale event started. So now, on the Tuesday, we're going to have Afrikaans is Lekker. Tuesday is the 28th, if I'm not wrong. Nee. So on the Tuesday, we are going to have Afrikaans is Lekker, where we're going to do 80s music, but in Afrikaans. There's also going to be local artists that's going to perform on the Tuesday night, and so we go on, not to be missed also. Then, on the Wednesday, we have the introduction to the Miss Expo 2025. Now, let me explain to you the Miss Expo. Miss Expo is a competition that Blue Whale and Erongo Expo combined to do to get one very beautiful lady who loved to work in the community, to give a crown to one of the ladies that can assist us with projects in the sense of to assist the community throughout the year. So this is not just a crown. It's the lady that we are going to choose are going to work with Blue Whale Hotel on community projects to bring in money for maybe the SPCA, for the old age homes, to work closely with the community. So the prize money on that one is 10,000 cash prize for the lady that is going to win. And from there on, for 1 year, she's going to work with both of us, Erongo Expo and also most now Blue Whale Hotel. So on the Wednesday, we have the introduction of the ladies. So please come and look at the ladies so that you can see who is the 10,000 cash grabbers that's going to be on the walkway. Okay. So the Thursday, we're going to have the crowning of Miss Expo. It's going to be a very classy event. So I would suggest that the public come and witness it, because it's going to be one for the books, that I can tell you. And as you know, Blue Whale Hotel is known for their good events that they do. So I can tell you, you are going to love this completely. So on the Thursday, we have Miss Erongo, and with Miss Erongo, we also have something very interesting. One of Erongo Expo actually is about bringing good products from the people from Namibia to give them a chance to come and showcase their products. Now, where Blue Whale Hotel comes in is that we use local artists, only local artists, to come and perform their songs, any talent that they have. And that is where this entertainment story started to begin with. So, with on the evening when we're going to crown the Miss Erongo, we are also going to have some one that is doing designer clothes, and some of the ladies are going to showcase the products of the design. Then on Friday, also we're going to have Footloose. As we know, Footloose comes from the 80s also, where we're going to have like 80s music. There's also going to live performances on the Friday from local artists. Then we're also going to have DJs that's going to do some DJ music, club music, but music from the 80s. Okay. So I think that will start around 10 o'clock, that one. So please come and have an 80s club vibe going on the Friday night. Then the Saturday is actually also the big day. From 2 o'clock, the entertainment tent will also be open for anyone that would like to come and look at our local artist who is doing 80s music, from 2 o'clock until 8. Okay. So I think the Saturday is something also not to be missed. Definitely. But during the week even, because I'm organizing these events, I can tell you there's so much for the people to come and see. So be part of the 80s. Definitely. Be part of Erongo Expo.
Something to really look forward to.
All Blue Whale events are always child-friendly. Even in the beer tent that's going to be there, is child-friendly. We have an area for the kids in the entertainment tent. It's just going to be for the kids, where the kids can play, do the things that they want to do, coloring, whatsoever, while the mother and the father is maybe just having, their own time. Okay. So yes, child-friendly, definitely. The whole shows, even nighttime, child-friendly. Last but not least, as most of the people know, that Blue Whale Hotel was doing the wine tastings at the Expo since 2022. So the wine tasting is still there, where you can again come and taste exclusive wines. And with our wine tasting, the fine dining also. So come, have your exclusive wine with your fine dining plate and come and enjoy. So it's the entertainment tent that's there. And then we also have in the hall the wine tasting with the fine dining. So hope we'll see you there.
Yes, absolutely. It's something to really look forward to.
Definitely,
Liesl, thank you
yes.
so much for your time and for
you.
your hospitality. We appreciate it very much.
Thank
Let me
you.
end off with Leandra, you mentioned what's happening this year extra at the Expo. Well, to come in with extra, we have one extra day at the Expo this year. Normally, we started from the Wednesday up until the Saturday, but this year we're going to start on the Tuesday, running up until the Saturday, which gives our vendors more trading time. So, yes, please come to the Expo and we'll see you all day. Thank you so much.
That brings us to the end of today's episode of Erongo Talk. Now, I've got to add, what makes Erongo Talk unique is because we do this. We showcase you the different beautiful areas that you can find in Walvis Bay, in Swakopmund, and even Henties Bay, and we brave the cold weather just for you. Now, you can always just check out our social media platforms. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, X, as well as TikTok, where you can get some behind the scenes content and what else is happening here in our lovely Erongo region. You can also visit our website, that's www.erongo.com.na, or catch us, that is every Wednesday and every Friday, right here on oneup2.com or right here on NTV, that is DSTV channel 285 or GoTV channel 25. Now, until Friday, please keep safe. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.